morning, guys. It is day 3 here on Symphony of the Seas. It's another windy day. It was windy yesterday as well. I lost my hat on the sun deck. Luckily, someone caught it for me and I got it back, so I didn't lose my hat just yet. But yes, we are making our way to Port Canaveral this morning. We don't see land quite yet. We're up early with our jet lag, so it's just about 7 o'clock, not quite. We're waiting for the breakfast to open up for us to go and officially start our day, get something in our stomachs, and we are still figuring out what exactly we will want to do in Port Canaveral. We haven't reserved any excursions or anything like that, and we haven't actually even made up our mind what we want to do. We might just get off the ship and wander around the port area because there's a couple restaurants and bars that we can just walk to. We don't have to take any kind of Uber or taxi or shuttle. We were considering taking a shuttle down to Cocoa Beach, which might be interesting, but we've been there before with some friends. So let's see, we might skip that as well and just do a very short walking tour around what Port Canaveral has to offer. But as you know, we will enjoy every second of the day, whatever it is that we decide to do, and I will certainly take you along for that as well. All right, guys, it was definitely an interesting day yesterday. There was an incident in the coastal kitchen while we were having lunch. It was just crazy. We were having lunch and all of a sudden we heard this loud bang. Like, to me, it sounded like the wind had knocked like lounger or something into the wall or something like that. It was a really big bang. But then all of a sudden, all the guests noticed that one of the windows had shattered. Now, the window is up really high, so there's no way that anything could have hit it. So just the glass, for some reason, shattered into tiny little pieces all of a sudden from the outside. It's a two-layered glass, so the one on the inside was still intact, but the outside glass was just shattered, but it was still in place. Now, luckily, the crew in the coastal kitchen realized that there's a danger that the glass will then fall down, and below where the glass had shattered, there are sun loungers with people chilling, and there's a pool. So the staff quickly ran down, they got all the people moved out of the way, and just a few minutes later, the glass did then fall down, which was crazy, but luckily no one got hurt because of the actions of the crew. So huge props to the crew who was quick to think and to get those guests moved out of the way. Someone said that a couple guests got some cuts on their feet from the broken glass, but they also said that those guests got those cuts because they wanted to go and get a picture or video from that. So I would say that's on them. That is their own fault. But anyway, luckily no one got seriously hurt, because it could have been a huge thing if that glass pane had fallen on a guest or a crew member. So super happy, but that was definitely the talk of the day and of the evening. Everybody who was in there was telling, the people who weren't in there what had happened, and everybody kept on going looking at the glass. They have now fixed it so that they kind of cleared away all of the broken glass so nothing else falls down, and they now have a plexiglass on the outside to protect that, the other pane, which is still there in case it breaks, then it wouldn't fall on anybody. But crazy that happened. I have no idea why. I don't think anybody at the moment knows why it broke all of a sudden. There must have been some temperature or tension thing on the glass. Other than that, we had a great day. I went shortly off the ship into Port Canaveral. I walked down to Jetty Beach because I just wanted to see what that was like. We could see it from our balcony. I could see that there's a beach and there was a pier. So I walked down there. It was actually a really nice walk. There was this walking path that went through the woods, and then you ended up at the beach. And it was a really pleasant walk, other than when I was actually walking on the beach and on the pier. It was really, really hot. So I didn't spend a lot of time once I actually got down there. I just looked at the scenery and the beach for a little bit, and then I headed back on board. Then we finished the evening with a beautiful dinner in the coastal kitchen once again. And then we just hung out at the Sweet Bar with some new cruise friends that we've gotten to know. So a really great day, and join me again for the next one as we're in Nassau. See you then. Bye, guys.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.